Forecast News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, in this state weather history, 1921. First of all, it was a very hot summer. Almost like the summer we had last year and the summers back in the 1930s. But around the periphery of that heat wave, we had a derecho, a significant damaging wind event that blasted through the viewing area at about 7 o'clock in the morning with winds of 60 to 100 miles an hour. We had buildings destroyed. We had cottages heavily damaged on Lake Sycot, and a lot of windows blown out of those cottages. And also Cass, Fulton, Miami, Carroll, and Tippecanoe counties all had wind damage from that derecho. And it looks like the worst damage was just north of Georgetown in Cass County. No severe weather today. We've got a very weak little upper low kind of spinning here in Missouri, but what it's doing is really pumping the tropical moisture north. Here we are. The moisture goes all the way down to the Pacific and parts of the Gulf of Mexico. Now this is Eric, this is Delilah, tropical depressions and tropical storms, and this may become Chantel down here in the Gulf of Mexico. So bottom line is, as long as the fetch of moisture continues to move northward, you can see right here, we're going to have at least the chance of a couple scattered storms bubbling up each day because the pattern can't move. The main jet is way north of here. That's what guides systems. And we've got a huge upper ridge with incredible heat on the east coast and a lot of heat west of here. So it's a sandwich. Things can't move. So the pattern will persist, but it may change just a hair next week. The jet may dip down a little bit. We'll still have some scattered storms around, but we may get clipped by a couple complexes of storms, and that may bring a little severe weather next week. This is kind of a ring of fire pattern, so after a few scattered storms, again, later next week, we may find perhaps a few more organized rounds of storms that may affect the viewing area. So bottom line is, after a little patchy fog tonight, like we've had every night for the past 4 days, some Saturday night and Sunday night, we're still going to have a couple scattered storms around. Wouldn't cancel any plans, but it will get hotter and more humid. You're going to feel that tomorrow. 67 tonight, 87 for the high tomorrow, but 84 Atlanta, 86 Burlington, 85 Crawfordsville. About the same on Sunday. Again, mid to upper 80s, very seasonable. 85 Thorntown, about 87 Romney, 87 at Winamac. High-res futurecast, again, tonight patchy fog around. That's 4 in the morning, but tomorrow after 8:30, notice a few little showers and storms just bubble up in the heating of the day. They're very scattered, but they'll be around. They fizzle out tomorrow night. That's 9:45. Notice Sunday morning, patchy fog around, partly cloudy, but Sunday afternoon, again, a few little storms will bubble up here and there, but they're not going to be widespread by any means. But it is going to get pretty hot around here. The average high is 85. We're going to be fairly close to that, generally about, 88 to about 91 degrees over about nearly the next 7 days. Just a few scattered storms around, and then once we get towards Wednesday and Thursday of next week, perhaps a little more widespread storm action, and we may have to deal with a little bit of a severe weather threat, but not too hot, uncomfortable, but not too hot, not too cool, Gina. Very typical.
Certainly feeling like summer.
It is.
All right, Chad,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep.
Up next.